Hello everyone, welcome back to 10-minute recaps. Today we'll be watching episode 10 of Business Proposal. Last episode, Tae-moo and Hari had a wonderful dinner with their colleagues. They felt just like a real couple going out with some friends. After dinner, they got spotted by Grandad, who's naturally suspicious of the two of them being alone together at night, reeking of alcohol. In the nick of time, their drunk colleagues return. One of them had forgotten her phone. When Grandad sees that they weren't alone, his suspicion dissipates and their relationship stays a secret for now. When Tae-moo gets home, Grandad interrogates him. He had found out that Tae-moo bought someone a pair of shoes and had stayed overnight in a hotel with a woman, and he suspects that Tae-moo is dating someone. Tae-moo manages to escape thanks to a lucky phone call. The next day, an incredibly stressed Young-seo calls Hari for backup in dealing with an abomination in her flat. It turns out that abomination isn't Sung-hoon, but a cockroach. Hari valiantly defeats the pest, and when they calm down, Young-seo starts getting focused on Sung-hoon again. She's still mad at how he behaved and is thinking of breaking up with him. As they talk, they go out to look for some food to eat, but run into Tae-moo and Sung-hoon. When Young-seo sees them drive off, the episode turns into a spy thriller and the girls get on a taxi to follow them. She's always been jealous of how much Sung-hoon cares about Tae-moo, and she's hurt that at a time when their relationship is in danger, Sung-hoon still has the mood to go on a car trip with Tae-moo. After ages, they follow the guys to an orphanage and finally find out that Sung-hoon was an orphan raised right here. The reason he's so close to Tae-moo is because Tae-moo's family adopted and raised him as a brother to Tae-moo, setting his life up to be as good as it is today. When Young-seo hears that last night, the dinner was for her to meet with the nun, she feels incredibly ashamed that she ever doubted Sung-hoon, and finally understands why Sung-hoon did all the things she had issues with. They sit down and talk everything out calmly. Sung-hoon feels a little embarrassed that his deepest secrets got exposed in this way, and so in response, Young-seo tells him every single one of her secrets that she's hidden deep inside. Her biggest worry is that her traditional father will try to split them apart because he wants a rich son-in-law to help his company grow. Sung-hoon assures her he'll never let that happen. Meanwhile, Tae-moo and Hari are giving them some space and discussing their own future. Tae-moo wants to tell Grandad the truth about their relationship, but more than that, he wants to have Hari be comfortable with it first. She's still worried about what their colleagues and families would think of the two of them from such different backgrounds dating. Just like Sung-hoon, Tae-moo assures her he'll look after her. After everyone talks through their issues like mature adults, they go to play some basketball with the kids from the orphanage. Or at least, they try to, but quickly get too tired to keep going. As Hari is resting, she gets a shocking call from one of her neighbours. Her parents have gone on holiday, and while they were gone, her brother stole money from the store. Worst of all, Hari can't get in contact with him. To distract her, Tae-moo finds a picture from her childhood and asks Hari for a copy to keep next to his heart. A sweet move which makes Hari feel a little better. As they're all standing around, a group of famished hikers appears and starts ordering food. The socially awkward group doesn't really know how to turn them away, so end up cooking for them. A CEO, a rich heiress, a secretary, and a cook's daughter running a restaurant. It sounds like the start of a bad joke. But really, it's not as unlikely as it sounds. Young-seo finds out that while they studied abroad, Sung-hoon and Tae-moo worked as waiters in a restaurant. A billionaire working as a waiter is super humble and impressive. Tae-moo demonstrates his amazing cooking skills as well, and cooks some great chicken that amazes the hikers. Eventually, they manage to feed the crowd of ravenous hyenas and get to rest. Tae-moo comes to Young-seo and apologizes for asking Sung-hoon to go on a blind date. As an apology, he even sends her a mysterious video that makes her laugh. Everyone sits down for some dinner, but in her excitement, Hari spills her drink all over Tae-moo, and so they go to the flat above the restaurant to borrow some clothes for Tae-moo. While he's changing, Hari's parents come home early. Everyone panics, and while Young-seo distracts them by introducing them to Sung-hoon, Hari hides Tae-moo in her room and gets forced to start drinking with everyone. Hari's parents love Sung-hoon. You can really see that they treat Young-seo just like their own daughter. We get a close call when Hari's dad decides to get the expensive drinks out of Hari's room to celebrate with Sung-hoon. Tae-moo manages to hide in Hari's closet and doesn't get found out. And eventually, with the help of Young-seo and Sung-hoon, they manage to escape out of the flat without being noticed. As they're about to drive away, Hari's brother returns home. He'd stolen the money to go on an unsuccessful date with his crush, and is shocked to see that his sister is dating someone before him. When he finds out that Tae-moo is the CEO of Hari's company, he can't believe it. He even asks Tae-moo if Hari's got some blackmail on him. Eventually, Hari and her brother reach a compromise. She'll hide him stealing money if he hides her relationship from their parents. The next day, Sung-hoon sees Young-seo laughing at a video of his in the gym. Tae-moo had sent her a video of Sung-hoon crying and screaming that he couldn't lose Young-seo. As they play fight over the phone, a mysterious person videos them and sends it to Young-seo's dad. When he finds out that Young-seo is dating a mere secretary, he's livid. That night, Min-woo comes to give some food to Hari's parents and finds out that Hari's out drinking with his girlfriend. Fireworks are about to fly. It turns out that Min-woo's girlfriend wasn't interested in him, and the only reason she started dating him was to spite Hari. When she cheated on Min-woo and Hari found out, Hari chose not to tell Min-woo so he wouldn't get hurt. She's convinced that Hari is trying to seduce Min-woo to take revenge for everything she's done, and wants her to stay away from him. But in a massive twist, Min-woo is listening to everything she said and is heartbroken. He chases after Hari but gets rejected and told to go after his own girlfriend instead. The next day, Hari overhears some office gossip. It turns out that Tae-moo's parents died in a car crash on a rainy day, which is why Tae-moo has PTSD whenever it rains. She finally understands why Tae-moo abandoned her on that rainy night in the seaside resort, and why Grandad changed his opinion of Gurmi when he heard Tae-moo chased after her on a rainy day. To try and help Tae-moo overcome his PTSD, Hari meets him for a date on a rainy day, and whenever she feels him get stressed, she helps calm him down by kissing him. Gradually, Tae-moo associates rain with Hari's love instead of his parents' deaths. But after such a wonderful night, Grandad finds out about them dating. He meets with Hari and demands that she breaks up with Tae-moo immediately. Just as Hari is about to respond, Grandad gets a call. Tae-moo was just in a car accident. What's going to happen next? Will Tae-moo be okay? Will Hari listen to Grandad and break up with him? If you'd like to find out, don't forget to like and subscribe.